receiving your content. All right, so we just got to wait. Now we got to wait for the humans to get in the show as well.
You are live. The internet can totally see you now. Dude, the internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Which one's the encoder? Is it that one or that one?
Say something.
Woo!
Live now. Talk to us, brackets, please.
And let us know if you can hear us. They can hear us, can't they?
They should. Yeah, microphones are on.
Hey, all right.
If anything, they might be too loud. So.
Then.
We're watching it, so
we're reaching the peak, aren't we?
Yeah, but it's a weird sort of meter that doesn't really indicate properly. I might turn down a fraction.
There's no red on that.
You just fill while I'm gone.
No worries. Yep, it didn't matter. Welcome to the Cavern Live. We're gonna talk about music. Oh, you're back.
Hello.
Hello.
What did you do while I was gone?
Basically just took my clothes off, danced around a little.
Good. That's proper filling.
If I said I had a beautiful body, would you let me take my clothes off? No,
I don't think that's how it goes.
That's not how it goes.
That's okay.
So yeah, we're live now, live and on the air. I've shared the thing twice, so we should have a bit of feedback. And by feedback, cool. I mean you've liked it once so far, so I liked it. That's a good start.
It was a good post.
We have about 3 minutes to go until we start the show. Whether there's people watching or not. What does that say there? I can't. That says has 5 new posts.
Great, fantastic.
One of which is us.
Which one of us is the one?
I think it's you. It might be me, but it doesn't look like me, so it's probably you.
Okay.
I know we do look a lot alike. People get us confused all the time. It's it's one of those.
You could just face swap this and nobody would know the difference.
Yeah, there's something for a future show.
Oh, did your mate get back to you about optimum stream settings?
No.
Great.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I just noticed the yellow, which means like yes, it's working, but it could be better. Stream health.
Let's have a look. Okay, viewers may be experiencing minor issues.
Okay, that's all right.
Minor issues are better than potentially serious viewing issues, I guess.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. If it dips into the red, that's bad.
It is very much so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when people jump in the chat.
Yeah. From what I can see, the frame rate's a bit down, but other than that, the audio should be coming through okay.
It's like we're like strobing.
Yeah.
Somebody do a robot. I can't do the robot. We should superimpose.
Oh, let's go.
Just fill for a minute while I select.
Yeah, but
do some more robots.
Yeah.
That should be solid now. Shouldn't go anywhere. Alright, 2 people watching. Hello, viewer. Say hello in the chat.
I think one of the people watching is us.
That's fine.
But whoever you are, this extra person who's joined us right now for this show, we're just about to start, so you're just in time. Good for you. Lucky viewer who is on time.
They should win a prize for being first in chat.
We're not even on time.
But we could do that. We could set up like a little giveaway thingy.
We could, yeah.
Maybe like give away a local release or something like that. Might be an interesting idea.
That'd work. Yeah, we can give away a local release if we have any local releases to give away.
Oh, we've got local releases to give away.
We've got local releases to give away.
We do.
I have a feeling there's no real challenge for this one viewer so far. Whoever they are,
whoever they are, they win. They might not have a.
That's what we're looking at.
Talkie account. I don't know if they.
True.
Do you need a YouTube account to chat?
Yes, I think you do.
Maybe. Amazing hosts.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you need a YouTube account to chat.
Yeah. 3 people watching.
Now we're talking.
It's taken off like a rocket ship.
Well, now we're talking.
We are talking.
Nobody has actually posted in the chat yet. Well, it looks like it's just about time for the show to start.
Yes, very exciting.
Shall we?
Maybe it should be first person to post gets a prize.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
First person to actually say something in the chat, not just sit back and watch us, entertain me, sort of thing.
Starting at 7.
Oh no, we've lost the viewer. No, they didn't like it.
Okay, they don't get a prize.
Didn't like what they were saying.
They don't get it. That's these things happen. Deary me. All right. So, shall we start the show?
I don't know. Should we? We got to wait for people to get in the chat, I guess.
Yeah.
Or people to start watching at least. That'd be nice.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. Very nice.
If we start the show, no one's going to be watching. They're going to miss out
I'm going to
on all the
try
yucks.
Sharing the thing one more time.
Great. I will also try sharing the thing one more time.
Spread the word. Where's my...
There we go. Very exciting.
Faces.
Very exciting televisual experience for you all.
No, not that one. Go back, you silly piece of technology.
Now.
6-year-old phone and
live now. Come watch us make fools of ourselves. All caps! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
You know, the main reason we might not be getting too many views right now is because it is Origin night.
It is Origin night, yes. For all you local watchers, it is Origin night. Anyone who's outside of Queensland and New South Wales does not know what Origin night is.
Yeah, that's true. Although Melbourne will know.
That's true. My friend Robbie from Western Australia had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
He didn't have any idea at all.
No, last match I was talking to him afterwards and I said, "So did you check out Origin?" He's like, "I had no idea. It's some sort of football game." That's all he knew.
It is some sort of football game. Hey, he got that part right.
He didn't know what was going on.
So he had no idea what Origin was about.
Wasn't aware of Origin.
Well, all right.
I'm just gonna plug my phone in so it doesn't die.
No problem.
Halfway through.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try and explain for any international viewers that might be watching. State of Origin.
This might crash. I don't know.
No, it seems to be going
great.
As far as I can see, it's going fine now. It's
okay, cool.
Still.
I won't touch it then.
Cool. As I was saying, State of Origin is a contest between two states in Australia, which goes back decades. This rivalry has been happening since colonial times, when groups of colonists and groups of criminals would, come together and play a certain type of rugby as basically an excuse to beat the crap out of each other. And this became so popular with the patrons of sporting events and such that people saw the value in doing so, in keeping this as a tradition and charging $80 a ticket for the next
such is tradition
for the next 200 years, and it's still going today. In fact, this very night, the second game, game 2 of the it's like a 3-game best of 3 sort of deal.
It'll be happening after this show.
It will, yes.
Or if people take long enough to get in the show, we'll just keep going. We're going to do a half hour with people watching. So hey, if that takes all night,
yep. As soon as somebody pops up in the chat and says hello, then we'll know we're going to start.
Yep, and we can get started.
Until that happens, we'll probably be here for a while.
Could be a while.
There's going to be there's three people watching apparently, including us.
Yeah. We can check the Origin score as we go, though.
We can indeed. Would you like to do your little magic?
Yeah. So
show us what the score is.
Let's just check the. There we go. 0.
Right.
Hardly surprising, considering the game doesn't start for an hour. A bit less than an hour.
A bit less than an hour. Makes sense.
Thoughts on the match so far?
It's been tough watching nothing happen.
Yep.
And
although, what is it, Channel 9?
Channel 9,
have plenty of content to fill before the game starts.
Absolutely.
When does the coverage start? Like at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon or something? Like
usually,
I think.
Usually. Yeah. There's going to be several older previous professional footballers commentating as usual. The ones that are still coherent anyway.
Yeah.
The ones that are more well known usually get cushy jobs in sportscasting, which is great. The other ones,
that's where they take molds of different kind of sport balls. Yeah, make casts of the sports. Here all night, folks. Here until you start watching the show.
Indeed.
Do you want to open our bevies?
Let's.
While we're here. Tonight, how does this one go? Tonight we are drinking
Canadian Club, refreshingly dry.
Summer Crisp.
Cheers.
Ooh.
It's a lovely sound.
Oh, that's crisp.
Ooh, that's very club. I say,
All right.
It's quite clubby.
Hey, no.
Hey, no.
Welcome to the chats. Where is everyone? That is an excellent question. I suspect everyone is watching State of Origin, this thing here.
Yes.
It's in the way a little bit, if anything.
We have offered to keep track of the score.
We're going to keep track of the score throughout...
Sorry, get a six-pack.
That's okay.
It's quite all right.
We can make do. So we're going to keep score of the game through our show, even though the game doesn't start until well after our show ends.
It's an interesting tactic, one which I'm hoping will pay off.
Have to see if it pays off. Yeah,
I'm quite confident.
Okay.
Quietly confident.
Quietly,
no, actually, I'm quite loud sometimes.
Quietly, quite confident.
Quietly, quite confident.
Yep.
Quite quietly confident.
I really believe in the team. That's being quietly quite confident.
I believe in us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing well. All right, well.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to start the show, or Noel wins the prize, by the way, for being the first comment, which is a bit of a shame because he's going to be dishing out the prize. Share the link on Facebook. Yeah, definitely.
By all means, spread it around. I've shared it 3 times so far.
I've shared it as well. So
it's doing the rounds. Unfortunately, I'm not sure as many people are paying attention this week as last week.
Well, last week was the inaugural show.
That's true.
This is the post-inaugural.
Post-inaugural, yeah.
This is the normal show.
I've spread the link around to try and get people to have a look. We
got some good press. We got about 84 views.
Yeah. That's not bad for a previously unknown.
Before people get here, let's just start on my mini rant of the week.
That's a good idea.
Last week, you reviewed the new Avalanches song.
I did, yes.
Which is very cool. And we played a little bit of the music video.
We did. That's right.
And then immediately it got copyright flagged by the company that owns the rights to the music video, and they basically that means they can monetize our video. So you watch the video and there's a YouTube ad in front of it, an ad in front of the video.
Yeah, either an ad in front or down the bottom.
Yeah, so we aren't monetizing our videos, but the company that has the copyright for the Avalanches video might choose to. Yeah. I disputed it because that falls on will. Yeah. I disputed it because that falls under fair use because it was a review and critique.
Exactly.
And you're allowed to do that. Otherwise, nobody could ever criticize anything. Because it would just get copyright slammed immediately.
It was a fairly positive critique as well.
Yeah, we didn't play the whole video. We just played it a little bit and then went back to the review.
Exactly.
So I disputed it, and they refused my dispute. Not allowed to dispute it. So basically what happens, they are allowed to make money off our video, and if we dispute it again, it could just take the whole video down. So I've decided... you know what, guys? You can keep the money from the video if you put ads on it. And we worked this out before. At the moment, there's 84 views on the video.
Yep.
So you guys will make, 8.4 cents?
8.4 cents.
So you know what, guys? You can keep the 8.4 cents. And we will never show anything without express permission, even for 1 femtosecond. Ever again.
Just in case YouTube's algorithms pick it up.
So you guys win.
I'll try and do my best to stop humming copyrighted.
Yeah, if you could. That's really distracting.
Yeah. It's I do have a problem with that.
That's okay. So that's my mini rant of the week there.
And well justified too, I think, because that's just ridiculous.
I think so.
We're doing it for the purposes of review and critique and to spread word about the art.
From what I understand, that falls under fair use, and we're trying to spread the word.
Exactly.
And we're pretty small time at the moment, I've got to say.
What are you worried about?
They're not trying to take us down because we're going to take all their views or anything.
Making them millions. Oh, the sweet YouTube money.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
We're working towards it. So, it is.
Yeah, anyone watching tonight, I really should have made a little text thingy for this, but the main purpose of tonight's show is to talk about a few ways that musicians can make money with their music, or so yeah, that any sort of avenues like that. So that's what we're here to talk about. I'll see if I can. Hang on, I'm going to add in a text box. You just fill for a second.
No worries.
While I add in a text box.
He's going to add in a text box, and I'm going to fill for a second.
Check it out. This is going to be great.
I decided this time I'm going to Phil Hartman, which is probably he's one of my favorite voice actors from The Simpsons, and also he was a pretty good actor in terms of his other roles.
That's not what I meant to.
Did you ever see News Radio? Now there was a show that was perfectly filled. I mean, Phil Hartman
he was in it.
He basically just walked around being him, and it was majestic, beautiful. But you may remember Phil Hartman from such classic voices on The Simpsons as Troy McClure, Lionel Hutz, and others. And I got to say, Lionel Hutz, one of my favorite characters on The Simpsons.
Check it out, man. It looks legit and everything.
Hey, we have titles.
How can musicians make money?
That's a good question.
It is. We hope to tackle that when people are watching.
Well, there's 4 of us watching now, as Noel has pointed out, which is good.
We should also just remind everyone this is a family-friendly show.
Right, yes.
So there's no swearing.
No swearing.
Or lewd behaviour of any kind.
Family-friendly.
However, sometimes we like to exclaim things.
No drinking.
No drinking.
We
can drink.
Yeah, right. Because we're responsible.
Yeah, we're drinking responsibly, so it makes it okay.
Responsible adults. We are responsible for our own drinking.
What we're saying? Yes, suggest a swear. So we're not allowed to swear, but we want you guys in the chats playing along at home
alternatives
to suggest a G-rated word that we can use instead of swearing. So let's just get that up now. The old suggest a swear. Whack it up in the corner there.
Noel's asking, hey, what's the love heart next to the YouTube banner? That's a good question.
Haven't seen that. I assume that's something to do with the Orlando shooting.
That makes sense.
Rainbow love heart.
Yeah, for those of you playing at home, there was a mass shooting in Orlando nightclub.
I don't think it's about Boy George.
No,
Boy George. Noel's mentioning in the chat. I think it's more about the Orlando shooting. But
Boy
George is a swear.
I'm
putting that on the list.
Oh, that's good.
I hope that's what Noel meant.
I like that. Boy George is a swear. Yeah, sorry, man. Swear word, Boy George.
Great. I like it. That's fantastic.
I like it a lot.
Oh, Boy George.
Great. Oh man, I'm going to use that. That's brilliant. It's on the list.
It's on the list. If we need to exclaim in rage.
Yeah. I'm using that. Boy George.
Boy George. Can't believe it.
Oh dear. Mate, it brings about the right connotations. That riles up your blood. Boy George. It's good. I like that. Exclamations.
Good start. Anybody else jumping into the chat? Suggest a swear, please.
He says, I'm surprised you know who it is. Yes, I was alive in the 80s.
Yes. I was for a little bit of the 80s.
Yeah.
But, that sort of thing was acceptable in the 80s.
It was. It was acceptable. And don't start.
Don't copyright flagged.
Yep.
We haven't asked them yet. Shall we...
You really want to hurt me? You really want to make me cry? That's... No. Anyway, how can musicians make money?
Do we want to start with that, or have we got any other news that we want to get to?
Oh, well, we can pad out with some news, I guess. Okay. He says, only joking. Yeah, mate, I know. It's all good.
It's all right.
All good, mate. All good. With regards to music news...
Yep.
A bit of a throwback, as it were. The Spice Girls will be doing another reunion tour.
They're coming back.
Another reunion tour.
Wow, that's amazing.
But proviso here, 2 of them don't want to do it.
So we're losing 2 Spice.
We are losing 2 Spices. Posh Spice and Sporty Spice. Victoria Beckham and Mel C. Melanie Chisholm have decided they don't want to be a part of the new reunion tour. So the Spice Girls are currently apparently taking auditions. This is from a source inside their camp.
Okay.
They're taking auditions.
In the Spice camp?
In the Spice camp, yeah. They're taking auditions for replacement condiments. To be replacement spices.
So they need 2 new Spice Girls.
They do. They need 2 new Spice Girls. Now, I'm trying to think of who they could get to replace.
No, it's just asked, do they need roadies? We'll get into that. Roadie Spice.
Not a bad idea. I'd be a roadie for the Spice Girls.
Yeah, I could be Roadie Spice.
Used to have a thing for Victoria Beckham back in the day, but she's off on her way by herself now with Beckhams and the families and the whatnot, and she doesn't give a crap about things.
Fair enough.
So she can go jump. But the remaining Spices, yes.
Yeah, cool. We are available to roadie for the Spice Girls if you're listening. They should be here any second. They usually watch. They usually watch the show. So when they drop in, we'll ask them. But
I might even audition
for the Spice Girls
as a Spice replacement.
Yeah,
a substitute Spice.
What would your Spice be?
Oh, I don't know. Brown Spice.
Maybe.
Old Spice. I'm pretty old.
Old Spice, maybe. Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe oregano.
Okay.
Because I'm like fake weed.
Okay, sure.
No. Well, who would you suggest?
I don't know. I don't know. It could be anyone really, because it's all about the name.
It is.
Got like scary spice and all the other spices.
Yeah, scary spice, baby spice.
Thank you.
Ginger spice, sporty spice, and posh. I know. I was a bit of a fan.
You need like a replacement for the spices.
True.
So like
if they're missing sporty and they're missing posh.
Okay. So instead of posh spice, you could have like obnoxious billionaire spice.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. So that would be Paris Hilton, yeah?
There you go. Obnoxious. She's not a billionaire, though, I don't think.
No, true.
Obnoxious billionaire spice would be like Vince McMahon, owner of WWE Wrestling.
Yeah.
I can see him in the Spice Girls.
Stop right now!
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Doing his walk, yeah.
That'd be great.
And replacement for Sporty Spice.
Replacement for Sporty Spice. That's a good... maybe we can dig up Trevor Gilmeister.
Sporty. How about Gym Fit Spice?
Gym Fit Spice would work.
Yeah. Do you even lift Spice?
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Brogan Spice.
Brogan Spice. Now we're talking. Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic.
Nicely done, Joey.
Brogan Spice. Also, hello, Chowie. How's it going, man?
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
So there you go. We've padded out the rest of the Spice Girls. We've got Roadie Spice, Obnoxious Billionaire Spice, Brogan Spice, and Spice. Do you even lift Bro Spice? Yep.
Lovely.
There you go. Great.
Yeah. Speaking of all these spices, we're left with a lot of time on our hands.
Yep.
So let's... thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
So shall we move on to...
how musicians can make money?
Or do you want me to pad out?
I don't know.
A bit more.
Let's what did we have? We had another pad. No, we'll do some talking about music, making money, sort of stuff.
Let's
get
into it.
So yeah, always an issue. Who said it last time in the chat? Somebody asked how musicians.
I think it was
Luke.
Money.
Luke, where's Luke? See, we told him that it was going to be on the next show.
Yeah,
he might be here
elsewhere. He might be turning up late. That was supposed to be on silent.
Another professional moment from Cavern Live.
I do apologise that
Live Wednesday 7:30 on
this
YouTube.
on silent. What the hell?
What the boy George?
Oh, boy George.
Yeah. That's great stuff.
There we go.
Keep suggesting swears too. We always like.
Indeed, yeah. Please suggest alternative swear words.
Sure.
We like to say them.
Yes.
So that's Anyway.
So making money from music. Now you do your music mostly just as a hobby.
I do. Yeah.
Not really trying to make money.
As much as I'd love to make money from it, I don't really have the time to put into making money from it right now. But I would like to.
Okay. Yeah. If you had the time, what would you do? Do you have any? Or is that the next sort of question? Is that why you don't have time? Because you just haven't sort of figured out what you wanted to do, how to do it?
Well, I suppose if I had the time, I would put most of it into finishing a presentable album.
Okay.
Something, a cohesive piece of
something
that I can put out there.
Okay, cool.
So work on marketing.
So first thing to making money with music, you need a product. Whether it be an album, an EP, some singles, anything like that.
Yeah.
You need something to sell. Even if you're just doing live shows, you'd be wasting a lot of potential money and potential audience if you don't have a product. If you're doing live shows and there's hundreds of people there and they'll go, I loved your music, can I get that on? And you don't have a CD.
Exactly.
It's a wasted opportunity.
You're supposed to facilitate that consumer desire.
Exactly.
To be able to.
At the same time, recording a CD does cost a lot of money.
Can do, yeah.
So, but that should be the starting point. I feel like you need to save up your money. You need to get a recording.
I agree.
Do you reckon?
It's definitely you can't go out there and start selling something when you don't have anything to sell.
Yeah.
So you definitely need, or at least from my point of view, like I said, a cohesive piece to start with.
Yep.
And I feel like EPs are great for that.
I think so.
And if you can get one, like a whole album. So that people have a substantial sort of basis to start with when getting into your music.
I would agree with that.
So yeah, that's what I would head for first.
Yeah, cool. Noel's just pointed out that a busker can make money with nothing. Like they just open the guitar case and people throw a coin in.
That's a good point.
That's valid.
But at the same time, that's not exactly the angle I want to go for.
Well, that's so each their own. Of course, for you would want the product first. For a busker, I think. Hey, if a busker's got CDs, probably going to sell more.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Yeah.
If someone likes them to throw in a couple of bucks, there's going to be someone that likes them enough to give them $10, $15 for a CD.
Yeah. Not saying you can do gigs without a CD.
and again, you can do gigs without a CD, and you might get a bit of money. But I feel like you're wasting that chance. You've got the audience there; they watch, they really like your stuff, but they've already paid the cover charge.
True.
There's no way for them to give you more money. And people like supporting artists.
I mean, depending on the size of the cover charge, depending on how much it is for them to get in and see you in the first place. If it's a reasonable amount,
no, that's fair enough.
Then people don't mind paying like an extra $5 or $10 to grab an album.
I don't think. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Sales stand next to the stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. It just seems like a wasted opportunity to me.
Yeah.
And with, in my band Regular Gonzalez, we had it a few times before we had our first CD, where we had a few really good gigs, and people came out and said, can we get a CD? And we said, we don't have one, but we'll get back to you. And then it's gone. The chance is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So
be prepared.
Be prepared.
That's Boy Scouts, Lion King, everything.
I think it's important to put a bit of time into thinking about what you're trying to do with the band. You might really just want to do live gigs.
Yeah, sure. And, you might just want to be like a pub musician or a session dude.
And absolutely, if you're doing cover songs like that, then you don't need a CD because you can't.
Exactly. Well, you can't. Really
you can, but it's awkward, and you have to pay a lot of licensing fees and things like that. What's Noel got in the?
Don't waste any chances, but the cost of making a CD, how cheap can we make a CD? Good point.
Really good point too.
Manufacturing.
It's so much cheaper now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The cost is always dropping.
Like, you can grab a spindle and do it at home if you really want.
Yeah, definitely.
We're at that stage of technology and home production.
It depends, of course, on what quality you're going for.
That's true.
If you just want like a cheap thing that people can buy for a few dollars to spread the word out, then you can absolutely do it at home. You can print image onto a CD. I think you need a special printer thingy attachment or something, but you can do it. Or go to Officeworks or even Music Cavern. We can do printing CDs and all that sort of thing.
Really?
Drop into Music Cavern and we'll talk more.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Design
Music Cavern on John Lane.
That's right. 6 John Lane, Bean Lee.
Fantastic.
Open 10 to 6 weekdays, 9 to 3 Saturday.
Get on down there.
But the cost is always dropping. The cost of recording is always getting less. So many people you can do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And again, it just comes down to how much time and effort you want to put into learning the stuff yourself. In which case, the cost of the CD would be greatly diminished.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if you don't think you have the time, if you don't think you have the expertise, you pay someone else to do it. Sure, you're not going to get as much money out of it in the long run.
Yeah, but at the same time...
But you're going to get more money than if you do nothing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, and you will get usually if you're paying a professional, you should get a quick sort of outcome.
Yeah, you'll get
professional grade.
You'll get retail quality, you can charge a bit more.
Exactly.
So,
is quality a myth since everyone is listening to MP3s on earbuds?
I think you've got to draw your own line on this.
It's subjective, I reckon.
I think there's like a sort of like a sliding scale. I don't have a picture of it. It's about this big, and at one end there is
yes,
quality, and at the other end is expense.
Okay,
and you've got to find the point at which you're getting, like, if you go this way, it's going to get better quality, but also much more expensive. Right. This way, it gets cheaper, but also less quality.
Gotcha.
So, a lot of the time with recording, it's a case of diminishing returns. So, if your recording costs $1,000, it's going to sound like this. If it costs $2,000, it might sound twice as better. If it costs $4,000, it's not going to sound twice as better again. It's going to sound a bit better. Eventually you get to the point where you're putting in exponentially more money to get the tiny little improvement.
Yeah, I can see what you mean there.
Yeah, and I think it's just up to the individual to decide where they're going. How much they want to put into it. And I think if you're starting out and you're doing like your first CD or something, you should aim for like good quality, so it sounds decent on a set of speakers.
Yeah,
but also don't go nuts and.
It's probably not necessary to get it, fine-tuned to the
overproduced,
exactly.
And you end up paying the guy who's mixing it like so much more because he's spending weeks editing it and lining everything up to perfection and things like that. You
don't want to get to that point if it's your first production.
Yeah, that would come later on when you've already got a release and you can say, okay, that was great. For the next one, I want to improve the quality a bit. Might be able to throw a bit more money. Because you've been selling the first one,
you've been successful.
Yeah, and that's the first point, sort of on my list about how to make money as a musician, is having something physical to sell at shows But not just at shows, also to have a store online where people can buy a CD as well.
Very good, yeah, because there's always people who can't get to your shows or who are out of state or international, that sort of thing, but they stumble across your music.
Definitely.
And having that ability to, for them to immediately be able to go, oh yeah, I like that. I wonder if they have anything available. Click, there it is.
There it is. I like that you said immediately, because I wanted to ask you and everyone listening at home, do you think it's still necessary for bands to have websites like bands.com, or is the Facebook enough? Is the SoundCloud, the Reverb Nation, is that enough?
That's a really good question. I like to think that having your own website is enough, but at the same time, it's very few and far between who go to those sort of things now. If they can have it,
you reckon?
If people can have it integrated into their already existing social media,
okay,
all the better for them.
Okay.
Still having an outside link to be able to go and buy something. It's basically your website is now a placeholder for your shop.
Yeah, and the outside link takes you to this website where you buy the CD, or this website where you buy the shirt.
Yeah, or
See, this is where I would disagree, because I'd say if you have a website, everything can be on your website, and you can integrate all those different places onto the website. So everything that you sell could be in that one spot.
That's what I'm saying, is you have the shop on your website.
Yes.
And then you use your outside links from Facebook or whatever.
Yes, okay, cool. So we were actually agreeing, just with different words.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's cool. So I think having a website is still necessary because it brings everything together.
Well, yeah, that's another part of the cohesion of the product.
Exactly. If somebody likes your band and they find your Facebook, and then oh great, I want to listen to their music. Oh, I can't have Facebook. I've got to go to their Bandcamp. And then they go to your Bandcamp, that's cool. I'll buy that, and then I want to buy their shirt. Oh, I can't. I've got to go onto their one shirt.
Cafe Press.
Or I've got it onto a different site.
Yeah.
Whereas you can link all of that sites to your web page. So you go to bands.com and there's a thing that says buy merch, and you click on it and it's got all the stuff, and people just go, oh, that's sweet. I'm getting all of their merch from one spot.
That's all you need to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Conglomerate
all
in the one place.
Yeah.
And then you're sweet. People don't have to go all over the countryside to get it.
I think a lot of people who are trying to make money are having trouble. They've got the Facebook, they've got the SoundCloud, but they're all separated, and it can be pretty confusing if you go onto somebody's Facebook page. People get frustrated real quick. This is something you got to realize. People have no patience.
Nowadays, it's very true.
I'm amazed this show is still going.
Yeah, I know.
We just haven't quit out of frustration. Right on episode 2. Yeah, it's already a miracle.
We're both pretty easygoing guys.
Yeah.
We can't get angry at things.
People have zero patience. If your link takes more than 2 seconds to load, you just lost half your audience. They're just going to close it. They're just not going to bother.
That's true.
So if someone has to go to your Facebook and then through 5 other aggregate sites to get to your merch, not going to work.
No, exactly. I mean,
it just makes it so much harder.
People's attention spans nowadays are a hell of a lot shorter as well.
Sorry, what was that? I got distracted by something shiny in the distance.
People's attention spans.
I wasn't listening.
Anyway. I've forgotten what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Noel says the Facebooks, SoundClouds, etc. are all owned by someone. You will never have full control. It is important to have your site. That's a very good point.
Awesome point.
Very good point.
Yes. You can't make Facebook look exactly the way you want it to look.
That's true.
You might want a big huge button that says music, but all you can have is this little button that says music.
Additionally, if somebody comes along and they don't like your stuff, or they're a competitor, they can report your things on Facebook or SoundCloud or
whatever. Great point.
Well, not. I don't think you can report on
SoundCloud. There'd be a way.
But they can report on Facebook and petition to have it taken down. If it's on your own website,
hey,
they can't do.
That links in well to my rant of the week, where the Avalanche's management copyright flagged us for.
That's right. Yeah.
If that was on our own website, they can't copyright flag us. They could send a cease and desist, and we'd go on your bike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fair use.
On your bike, Avalanches. That's
on your bike.
Well, not Avalanches. They're probably swell guys.
No, the Avalanches are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Sony BMG.
I think it was Merlin.
Oh, was it Merlin?
Yeah, Merlin is that evil YouTube company that copyright trolls people and gets squillions of dollars.
Well, they can go Boy George themselves.
Yeah, Boy George to you, we say. That's good stuff.
We are building music equity, Noel says, to be the final place that eventually will be owned by the artists.
Great.
Music equity will never be sold off to shareholders like Facebook. That's good.
Very cool. So
you don't want a group of shareholders dictating your every single move, and by every single move I mean every single move. Piece. If you've ever been to any sort of shareholders meeting in your life, you will know you have to vote on every single thing that a company does.
So
it's horrible.
Let's just quickly talk about music equity. Do you know about
don't even equity? Supply food, some of them. Sorry, yeah, music equity.
Do you know about music equity? Or?
I've heard the term.
Okay, cool. Music equity is a website and a platform set up by Noel and the Music Cavern. It's a place for bands to upload their music and sell it.
Oh, nice.
Which is great because it means you don't have to give money to Apple and iTunes.
Good.
You don't have to, wait for Spotify to pay the $30 million that they currently owe artists.
Yeah, that's something else.
You don't have to wait for
really annoys
some other websites that sell your music, but you have to sell like 10,000 sales before you get any money.
Yeah.
Music equity is set up in such a way that you sell the song, Music equity takes a cut only to cover charges. We're not making a profit at the moment. Yep. It's just to cover the charges of having the web server and all that.
Fair enough.
You get paid within 6 minutes.
Nice.
It's in your account. And it's set up in such a way that somebody looking for your music can buy one of your songs in, I believe, Noel, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe under 6 clicks.
Good.
So from loading Music Equity to clicking like search for band, click that song, buy, yes, done.
Good, because like
you've got it.
That's another big thing. People like
again, it comes back to having no attention span.
No, exactly. Click counting is a huge deal. Like in terms of web design and accessibility of your product, right? It's web marketing.
3 clicks. 3 clicks. That's fantastic.
3 clicks is perfect.
3 clicks is amazing.
If you can buy music in 3 clicks, that's perfect.
That's great.
Not even iTunes does that.
Some people's attention span might actually last 3 clicks. That's remarkable. Fantastic.
But for real though, click counting on websites is a big deal. If people can't get to your product in a certain number of clicks or less, then they're going to give up.
That's what we were saying before. Yeah, it's on Facebook and then you go to this and you go to
yeah, if it's too much of a hassle.
Yeah, they just won't bother.
You've got to make it easy for them to get to it.
So that's what we're planning with Music Equity, is that it's a place for musicians to have their music, also to talk, to plug their shows they've got going, videos that they're doing, have a blog post to let fans know, and also to link up with other musicians that are in the area or have similar genres.
That's good.
Put shows together and all sorts of things like that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. So, what's Noel got to say there? We're aiming for 3 clicks, and it'll soon be automated from mobile scanning. Even better.
Heck yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes, indeed. I like this.
So the great thing about this is you could be on stage debuting a show. Debuting a single, I should say.
Right. Yeah.
And you just before you play, you say, "This is our new song." Open up the Music Equity app, and you can download it right now.
That's fantastic.
And you're playing the song, and people are going,
the fact that
that's really cool. Beep, I bought it. That cost $1, and now I own it forever.
Exactly. The fact that people could do that, it's amazing.
And that's an important fact as well. You own it. It's not like Spotify where it's streamed and then it goes back to their server.
Right. It's not like iTunes where it's a rental.
Yeah. No, it's not a rental. You own that song.
That copy of that song.
That's a copy of that song.
Perfect.
And that kind of is abusable in the piracy and all that.
Well, of course.
But you've got to be able to own stuff. It's really important.
The payoff comes through if you're going to be like a high-end professional and charge a lot of money for your product, people are going to look for other ways to be able to get it.
Of course.
But if it's a reasonable price for good material, like if you're putting out complete Boy George and people aren't into it, they're not going to pay $30 for an album.
Yeah.
But if it's really Boy George and good, and it's like $25 maybe at the most, $20 on average around in JB Hi-Fi, that sort of thing, right? Then people are going to go for it.
Yes,
because obviously people know what they like, and if it's accessible and available and reasonable, reasonably priced, you're gonna get that extra level of consumability.
There you go.
That's the word I was looking for.
Noel just made a great point in the chat. The artist will make more money from downloads at a gig than the actual gig.
That's something that...
can you imagine you're getting paid a couple $100 whatever for the gig?
Yeah.
There's 300 people there, and you say, "Hey, you can download this song right now," and people go, "Oh, it's $1." Bang! You just made $300.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's so cool.
Like that is something that I would love to get to in terms of being a musical artist. Yeah. I'd love to get to that point where I can just be up on stage going like, "Hey, if you like this, check the app because it's like $1.
3 clicks and you've got it, man.
For real, it's $1. If you like the song, go for it.
I think
that's what I'm after.
I think that's one of the main things, like the main themes of this show, is that just telling people that if you've got music and you want to sell it, it has to be easy to get.
There's another thing I was just thinking of.
Oh, sure.
With regard to
before you do, sorry, let's just check in on the footy because
that's a good point. We should check in on the scores for State of Origin.
Crazy running out of time already.
Yeah,
and we haven't even checked in the score. So what was it when we checked before? Was it 0-0?
It was 0-0, I believe.
Okay, cool. So the game starts in about 20 minutes. So let's just
the game hasn't started yet, but we'd better check the scores anyway.
There we go, and it's still 0-0.
Yes,
Thoughts on the game so far, Breaker?
I'm thinking.
Are you surprised at the score?
Well, in a way I am, but in another way I'm not. The game has started to spice up, but still at the same time, it's kept its consistency. And it's hard to find players nowadays that keep such good consistency, especially in a game as hotly contested as this.
Especially one that hasn't started yet.
Yeah. I mean, when you all put them together in such a melting pot and it boils over, all you can do is make use of the time you have.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was
spices.
That was the Cavern Live Origin update.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
Noel says the technology, it's there. No one has caught up to it. We are very close with music equity. That's great. If you can get there, like get on the forefront of that wave, then
I can absolutely see.
Laughing, man.
I can absolutely see. Everyone always has their phones out.
Yeah.
I can absolutely see like a sea of people at a show, and the guy just goes, "It's get it right now," and everyone just goes, "Oh, cool, beep," and they got it, and then you just made your night's worth of money just from debuting a new single, and then you play it, and they're like, "That's awesome,"
Here's like another thing with regard to that. For the consumers, it's better to be able to do like, oh yeah, I paid $1 for this track. I like this. I'm going to check the rest of the album. Pay $1 for each track. That's $12 for an album.
Exactly.
$12-13, like 12-13 tracks per album, right?
Yeah.
On average. So this consumer, instead of paying like $20 or $30 for an album, just got one for $12.
They just go for $12. It's a lot
That's
cheaper.
a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you don't have to sell the song for $1. You could sell it for $2 or whatever.
Exactly. You set
little details. That's fine.
Prices.
But yeah, that's we've like raced through this show really quick. I think that okay. So that was point 1 of my 5-point plan on how to make money with your music. I think we should just keep going with this theme for the next few shows, man.
I like
talking about how to make money with music because there are lots of different ways that people aren't taking advantage of.
That's true.
We need people in the chat talking about how to do it, but it's definitely there's definitely money to be made.
Definitely, absolutely.
If you think that nobody has any money, just check out the attendance on Origin tonight.
Good point.
People are always like, oh, no one has any money ever. Everything costs so much, and then. Yeah, you look at something like a sporting event between 2 states, and they'll sell that place out.
People come from interstate.
Yeah. People spend how much are the tickets?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been to a State of Origin.
Way more than my new single on Music Equity.
Hey, go check it out.
I don't have it yet. I've fallen into the trap of not having anything ready for somebody to buy. No, Regular Gonzalez does have a few songs on Music Equity if you want to check them out.
Right. Yeah.
And the other band that I just joined, Adriatic.
Ah, yes.
Also has some songs on Music Equity. Yeah, big news for me. That's my quick plug out of the way there. I'm just gonna mention that.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, these guys completely started online. They already had a bit of a following. They're called
they were
Starbomb. They do video game sort of music
inspired.
Video game inspired
by the
comedy
culture.
Music. Sorry, comedy music is what I should say.
Comedy albums.
No, very funny guys, very cool music. And I love your show. I haven't heard of these guys. Are they like an indie band?
This is a little known band. They're only just starting out. Their lead singer Bon Scott's a bit of a wag. We'll see what happens.
See where it goes. They've got potential, is what
they do have potential.
Interesting stuff.
Their new single, it's I don't know. It's something I've never heard before. Sure. It's like this hard sort of rock and roll sound.
Right. Okay.
It's like a little bit heavier, and he shouts, and it's
like electric.
Yeah. It's electric, and the video clip, they just put the band on the back of a flatbed truck and drove around Melbourne.
Fantastic.
It's great.
There you go.
Well, go check it out.
Let's see what happens with those young up and comers.
Up and comers, indeed.
Yes, absolutely.
Local boys.
Look. Yeah, look, guys. I think we have to call call it the end of the show. Before we do, want to just check in on the Origin.
Yeah, we better just make sure
we left it for a while, but let's just see. What was it when we came back to it before? Was it nil?
I'm pretty sure.
So game's set to start soon.
No one says couldn't they afford more letters? I guess not. They had so much space on the T-shirt to work.
They spent all the money on the lightning bolt.
They did. Yeah.
So Origin was 0-0 before.
Origin was 0-0.
Game's not scheduled to start for another 10 or 15 minutes.
No. We'll just have a look at the score anyway.
Still 0-0.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
0-0. So
they've been dancing around the subject a bit.
Yep, sure. Yep.
But at the same time, it's a good score to start off with. I think so. For the first.
It would be weird if they started on a different score.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying for the pre-half that comes before the actual game,
sure.
It's a good score.
Yep. Okay, good.
Seeing that come out of that with a flourish.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's the Cavern Live Origin update.
Oh man!
Origin pre-game score update.
Pre-game score update. Now
yeah,
I like that. That should be a tradition.
Yeah, that's cool. A tradition. Yeah. Well,
New South Wales are playing better than ever.
Yes, they got a strong pre-game team this time.
They've done well so far. Yep. Let's see if they can keep it up though.
Yeah. If they can keep this momentum going, there'll definitely be a match later on.
Yes, indeed.
Great.
Wonderful. All right, well...
Cool, man. So, definitely, for next show, we're going to keep going with how musicians can make money.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be like a theme that's just always running on this show.
We've got a very important one.
The buffoonery and the how musicians can make money.
The buffoonery, the tomfoolery.
Yep.
The David foolery.
Yep.
Various others. But yeah, the important things, how you can actually make money from this craft, from this art that we enjoy.
Yep. I think a big problem with a lot of people, they spend so much time working on the craft, they forget that they also have to work on the business side of it.
That is a huge factor.
Yeah. I know lots of guitarists who are wizards, like best guitarists you've ever seen, and they're doing nothing with it because they've spent 10, 15 years perfecting their instrument.
Yep.
And they don't know what to do with this amazing talent. They don't know how to get that to people. So, we will definitely cover that in a bit more detail in the next episode of Cavern Live.
I look forward to it.
Please like and subscribe the Music Cavern YouTube channel.
Check them out on Facebook as well.
We're on Facebook as well. We're always posting updates and highlights of these shows. We'll do that as well.
Don't forget to check out the store.
Yes.
John Lane.
Yep, 6 John Lane, Beanley.
It's not a person, it's a street.
Yep, don't look John Lane up in the phone book.
Or on Facebook.
Yep.
Or maybe if you did type in John Lane, it'd come up with the... Oh, no, that wouldn't work.
I don't know. Just go to the Music Cavern store.
Check him out.
It's
good stuff.
That's cool. Any final thoughts, or we're just going to anticlimactically end the show?
I like bagels.
Great. All right, so until next time, that's Breaker. I'm Jesse. This has been Cavern Live. See you later, guys.
Farewell. That worked out.
That was alright, yeah. Oh, the mics are still on. Oh, I'll just leave them on.
That's alright.
No, that was good.
5 people watching.
Yep, that's great. Good plug, guys. That's another 6-pack for you. Hey! So what's that? Every time we plug the show, we get booze.
I like this.
This payment system is pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see if the numbers go up next time when there's not a
we were competing
hand egg game happening.
Yeah, we were competing with a major national sporting event, so
hey man, we got 5.
I think we did well to get 5.
Alright, let's stop this.